I'm really excited to share my cherry raspberry conserve recipe with you because this is just phenomenal. My favorite thing is to eat it on well, I like it in oatmeal, but my favorite thing is on fresh bread. I mean, fresh bread is good enough, but my goodness, this is amazing. I don't even know what it is about the raspberry and cherry combination, but I think it is so delicious. I start out by taking the stems off of my cherries so that I can put it into my pitting machine, and then I wash the cherries to get rid of any spray residue. Now I need to pit 3 cups of cherries. When it's only 3 cups, it makes me happy. I recently did 10 pounds worth, and that was a bit much for me. By the end, I was really ready to be done pitting. I'll then go through and just kind of push through the cherries, double check, make sure that I got all of the pits. Just occasionally, that device will go right past one. Usually they'll be kind of squishy if the pit is gone, but you'll feel something more solid when there's a pit in there. Pretty much everywhere along the process, I'm looking for pits because I want to make sure that I don't miss any. That's not a lovely surprise. Now I'll chop up my cherries finely. And the whole time I'm still looking for pits. I still think it's worth using the pitter, but it's not a perfect system. Now I'll place my cherries in a pan and place them on the stove to simmer until the cherries are soft. I'll add 4 cups of raspberries to my 3 cups of chopped cherries and 4 cups of sugar and half of a teaspoon of butter, which will help cut down on the foaming. Now I'll bring this up to the gelling point, which is 220 degrees. And for every 1,000 feet above sea level, it drops by 2 degrees. So I'm at 1,200 feet. I would do it up to 218 degrees. And that just makes it so that it's nice and thick. Lastly, I add half of a cup of chopped walnuts. Now I'll fill my half-pint jars up to 1/4 of an inch of headspace. Headspace is the space from the top of the food to the top of the jar. It already smells delicious. Of course, I know what it tastes like, so that makes the smell even better for me, I'm sure. I'll then use a clean, damp cloth to wipe off the rim of my jars. I'll then place my lids and rings on until they're fingertip tight. So I've recently affiliated with Superb Canning Lids and Jars. And the reason that I did that is they're an American company and I like to support local people. Not only that, they have good quality products. I really like the squishy seal that they have on their lids. And I mean, it's blue, so that's kind of fun. It's a little bit different. And they also have a coating on here that's rust resistant. I think they have 5 different coatings actually to protect the steel core. So that's really important to me because I store my stuff in the root cellar. I'll process these in the boiling water bath for 15 minutes if I'm at sea level, but I'm at 1,200 feet, so I'll go for 20. And I won't start my timer until it starts to boil. Now that it's done processing, I'll turn off the heat, remove the lid, and let it sit for 5 minutes. I place the jars on a heat-resistant surface about 1 to 2 inches apart so that they can cool quickly. I'll allow them to sit there for 24 hours so that they can get a good seal. I can tell that they have a good seal if the center of the lid is depressed down. If it is, I remove the ring, use hot soapy water to wash off the outside, and then I store it in a cool, dry, dark location like my pantry and use it in the next 1 to 3 years. If for some reason it didn't seal, then I would put it in the refrigerator and use it right away. I do not mind taste testing this at all. It is so good. Man, if it weren't so sweet, I would just sit here and spoon up the whole thing. But on bread, it is just amazing. Make fresh bread. That Sally Lunn bread that I have the recipe of, so good with this one. You'll like that. Even just a basic French bread, I mean, anything. Super, super tasty.